Keohokalole Shower, and I'm the chair of the Washington State Board of Regents. I'd like to call this special meeting of the Board of Regents to order. The Regents and Legal Counsel are participating in this meeting by phone and over Zoom. We do have a public comment during this meeting. The public comment will happen after the executive session. So if you'd like to make a comment, please sign up with the board's assistant, Ginger Druffel. For the record, I'd like for Ginger to go ahead and take roll of the regents.
Thank you, Regent Shower. Regent Blankenship.
Present.
Regent Cerna.
Here.
Regent Dickinson.
Here.
Regent McDonald.
Here.
Regent Pica.
Here.
Regent Powell.
Here.
Regent Ramos.
Here.
And Regent Shower.
Here. Before we start the executive session, I'd like to just see if President Schultz, if you have anything that you might want to share before we head into executive session.
Great. Well, let me thank all of you for being able to attend a meeting on a Friday afternoon on short notice before the Apple Cup tomorrow. Just a couple things that I would like to say just to kind of frame what we're here for. We are thrilled this week to have invited Fresno State, San Diego State, Colorado State, and Boise State as the newest members of the Pac-12 conference. I think there's been lots of energy and positive excitement around this, and it's been the culmination of several months worth of work that really accelerated, certainly over the last several days. And again, I appreciate your flexibility of being here. This was a team effort on WSU's part, and just want to acknowledge my colleagues that are on the call that played a major role in making this happen. Leslie Brunelli, John Harlow, Athletic Director Ann McCoy, Nathan Dean, and Ginger Druffel. And, you know, occasionally I had something to contribute, but that whole group really worked together. And we had about 3 days where we did little else besides make sure that we had a good deal that worked well for WSU, Oregon State, and our 4 newest colleagues. I will say, too, I know that there are going to be many questions around this, financial questions, detailed legal questions, and things like that. We, the leadership team, certainly will work with the board to make sure that over the next 2 board meetings, September and November, and with other communications, we're going to make sure the board is completely informed as we move ahead. I just asked today, there are still some sensitive parts of what we're doing on the financial arrangements with the Mountain West Conference, with the schools coming in, with WSU. And some of that, we just are not going to be in position to provide all the information today that everybody probably would like. So I just want to pledge to the board, anybody who's listening, we're going to be making sure we share that information at the right time in a venue that's certainly open to the public and that people can see clearly what's going on. So Lisa, with that, I know we need to go into executive session on legal matters, but I appreciate the full support of the board, and I felt that our team knew that we had the full support of the board to really get this across the finish line. So thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it.
Thank you, President Schultz. I think I have certainly looked forward to this announcement of the direction of our conference, and in particular, the opportunity to do something historic like rebuild the Pac-12. So I think as we were all getting ready to join this call, we were remembering back to August of 2024 and the challenges that we were facing, and like the Cougs that we are, we have not stopped fighting. And so I just really appreciate your leadership and the leadership of all the members of the senior leadership team here to make this happen. While this is not a perfect solution, it is a great start to putting together a conference that continues to center our beliefs in keeping our students playing at the highest competitive league that they can, and keeping our student athletes as close to home as possible. So I just want to congratulate everyone on the ability to make this happen. It certainly didn't happen over the last 3 days. It happened over tireless work this past year. And so this is an opportunity for a new beginning, and it's very exciting. So with that, I am going to go ahead and move the Regents into an executive session. This executive session is to discuss with our legal counsel litigation or potential litigation with the university, and or that the university could be a party to, including matters concerning the legal risks of proposed actions by the university where public discussion of the litigation or legal risk is likely to result in an adverse legal or financial consequence to the university. This session will be closed. We anticipate the executive session will conclude at approximately 5:20 unless it is extended by further announcement. If any action is taken as a result of these discussions, it will be taken at a following meeting during an open session. So with that, I'll go ahead and have us all move into that executive session and that closed room. Board of Regents is coming back together. Just going to need a couple more minutes before everyone has rejoined the space.
Lisa, you should have that in your email.
I am missing some board members. It looks as though the leadership team and Judy and I have made our way back. So we're going to pause until we have all of our board rejoining us.
Lisa, do you have what you need? I just want to make sure you got that in front of you.
I do. Thank you, Ginger. Fast work. I was refreshing. Got what I need.
And we'll be live here in about 20 seconds.
All right, well, welcome back. The Board of Regents has completed our executive session, and I'd like to have the board consider a delegation to the president to sign contracts or other agreements related to the university's athletic media rights and conference affiliation. I'd like to go ahead and do that before we open up to public comment. Ginger, have you received any interest in anyone providing the board with comment today?
No, we have not.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move forward with making a motion to delegate authority to President Schultz or a designee to approve, amend, and execute contracts or other agreements related to the university's athletic media rights and conference affiliation. The Board of Regents will be approving this delegation of authority, and I am looking for a second to that motion.
Second.
Okay, thank you. Is there any discussion? Any comments? Okay. Hearing none, I'd like to go ahead and ask Ginger to do a roll call vote. Since we are in a Zoom room, I think that might be ideal.
Of course. Regent Blankenship.
Aye.
Regent Cerna.
Aye.
Regent Dickinson.
Aye.
Regent McDonald.
Aye.
Regent Pica.
Aye.
Regent Powell.
Aye.
Regent Ramos.
Aye.
And Regent Shower.
Aye. Okay. Any abstain or anyone? Okay. And it doesn't sound like anyone said no. So sorry, this is a little rough today. Just lots of things happening. So I appreciate everyone making time for this conversation and for the work to get us to this point. I do want to just open up the room for any public comment. So Ginger, I'm assuming there still hasn't been any interest in public comment, but in case there is, this would be the time that we'd want to hear from the public.
There is no public comment submitted.
Okay. With that, there is a lot left to do. We have a board meeting this next week. It is a full board meeting. It's anticipated to really be Thursday and most of the day Friday. So I look forward to seeing the Regents in person with our leadership team. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and adjourn this meeting. Go Cougs.
Thank you.